Welcome back, everybody. Now, when I fully explored Uncollected, when I fully explored 5.2, I got a 4 to 5 4-star rank up gem. From that, I wanted tech, I got science, and science is not a bad pull. I had Void and Captain America Infinity War. However, in my opinion, Captain America Infinity War is the better of the two. So today, we are going to be using that rank up gem and take him to rank 5. Now, 2 days ago, I pulled some dupes since I opened some crystals to try to get Cosmic Ghost Rider ISO. But I pulled some science dupes, and yeah, it does not hurt to put them into this guy. I'm going to spend this ISO somehow. And yeah, this guy is completely maxed sig for me, and now he is completely maxed out at rank 5, level 50, sig 99, and sitting at a whopping 6,024 rating, only behind Spider-Man's stealth suit. Now today, we're going to be doing some gameplay with him, and we are going to hop into 5.1.6, and going up against Iron Man, Jane Foster, Gamora, War Machine, Gambit, among other people, and seeing how he actually does against these guys. Now this right here is a good testing ground for 5-star rank 3s and maxed out 4 stars. But the reason Captain America Infinity War is so good is because of his damage output. Now the best way to get the best damage output out of him is to spam heavies, because whenever you charge a heavy, he gains a fury buff. For not a huge amount of time, but good enough to throw a heavy. So yeah, the main thing you want is to catch him in the corner and keep spamming heavies. But if you can just keep parrying, and then throwing heavies, that's just as good. And then what you want to do with the special attacks is you want to parry, and then charge a heavy, get the first hit to get the fury buff, and yeah, then throw an SB2. However, it's better if you have the stun, because it's just a lot easier to not mess up. But yeah, there I throw an SP1 just to finish it off with the bleed damage. And yeah, that's the first fight with Captain Infinity War. Overall, I really like this guy, 36 hits. And yeah, there's one thing that I do want to talk about, and I believe they're called Kinetic Charges or something. But when you hit into his block or you parry somebody, he gains one of these charges. Now there's 5 max, and about every I don't know, little bit of time or so, they expire and they drop 1. Now if you look at his buffs, you see that blue thing and it just expired and dropped to 2. That's what I'm talking about. And that always increases your damage output. So you want to take a lot of blocked hits, but you don't want to but you don't really want to do anything you want to take a lot of blocked hits, but you don't want to take too much damage. So here I'm just waiting out, trying to get big damage. If the special 2 crits, it's huge. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's not awful. But you ideally want that fury buff and those charges at 5. They can't go any higher than 5, but you always want to keep them at 5. There we had an 8,000 no crit. But yeah, when he was rank 4, I had a couple of 30,000 crits and just that one special 2. But yeah, Captain Infinity War is the top tier in the science class. He is the worst of all the science top tiers, besides for Void, in my opinion. Goes Quake, Thing, Torch, Cap Infinity War, and then Void. But yeah, you just mainly want to spam heavies with this guy. It's just when you charge the heavy, it can just produce a lot of damage output. You want to get really good with heavy intercepts, and you also want to get really good with a lot of heavy spammers. You don't really want to go, since you knock them down with heavies, you don't really want to charge in right after that, since there's a high chance of getting intercepted. So you want to be really good at parrying when they're coming at you from far distance. Now I've had some practice at that, so I'm pretty good at it. But yeah, I throw an SP2 there. I only had 1 charge, but that finishes the fight. But I'm a fan of Cap Infinity War. He was like my 5th 4-star. I remember I bought a pack for $10. When I was still relatively new to the game. That like when I hit certain levels, I got certain crystals. I still have not hit level 60. When I hit level 60, I'm gonna get 5-star from that bundle. But then I've spent all the crystals, but I haven't gotten anything from that bundle since I was level 25, and that was a long time ago. And I got a 4-star then, and that was how I pulled Captain America Infinity War. Now back then, I was not very smart to the game. I didn't really study or anything. So yeah, I didn't really know he was good. Like, I always thought he was fun and stuff, but I stopped taking him up after I started studying. I mean, I knew he was a good champion. However, I took up other people. Actually, no, that's not true. I was a big rating guy for a while, but then I actually started going off abilities and how good they actually were. But yeah, the SP2, it hasn't crit so far, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, but when it crits, it can go really big, and that's why you always want to go for the SP2. And next off, we have War Machine. Now this guy, he would not be very good against parry immunes, I don't think. You'd have to probably play, like normally, like medium, light, medium combos. And then throw SP1s. SP2s probably would be better, but, yeah. I don't think this guy would be very good against parry immunes. But yeah, if you have the tech synergy, this guy is absolutely crazy because he can put a petrify on them. If this guy was a poison immune, then you could like totally destroy the Crossbones. Right now, Warlock is the top counter. She-Hulk is probably number 2. But yeah, there, Nick Fury and Ant-Man evade charge saves me. And there I just fight through the block to try to get the win. Now, the thing about this quest is the global node is not overly hard. It's like if you haven't hit them in like 6 seconds or something, then you gain a degeneration on you. And so it can hurt you. But yeah, you just don't want people to block a lot. You want to be pretty aggressive. So Omega Red might work pretty good for this quest. But yeah, here, like, right there, like, from far distance, he tried to parry me, or, like, go for me, I parried him. But yeah, once they're in the corner, then you are in really good shape, because you can just keep spamming heavies. But yeah, if you want to go for an SP2, you do want to stun them, so you should dash back and get the parry. There I dex the SP2. But yeah, Gambit, since his buff, I've really enjoyed this guy. I really want him as a higher star. He's really fun in my opinion. But yeah. Alright, and that's what finishes off the fight. We still have not had an SP2 crit, and I don't think we do in this fight, or in this gameplay. But hopefully I can get people some kind of small clip, like posted on the Instagram or something. Alright, but now we have Nightcrawler, and this guy, we're not going to be able to spam heavies in the corner because he's just going to evade. And then he's gonna make us totally, and it's gonna totally bite us in the ass. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep spamming heavies, try to get off both hits while they're still stunned. The SP2s we can probably still do. But yeah, you can see we have 3 charges now, and it's nice that they don't drain too quickly, but they don't drain too fast either. That's the same thing. But it's nice that they don't drain too quickly. But yeah, they stay there a nice good amount of time. Here I waited out the charge to expire so I could gain another, and yeah, and the SP2 gives a really nice stun. And there I could have gone for the heavy intercept, but if he evaded, that would have been really bad. Now this guy has absolutely crazy block proficiency. Most people refer to Doom for block proficiency since his is really good. His is 70%. Captain Infinity Wars is 75%. So he can block 3/4 of the opponent's incoming damage, which is absolutely crazy. But now we've arrived on Crossbones, and I wanted to face this guy as a little bit of a challenge, and show you guys, because he's going to be shrugging off all the parries and everything. So yeah, this guy is going to be a bit of a challenge. Hopefully our black proficiency, as I was just saying, will help us out. Yeah, here I start the fight. Actually, I wanted to face him, but I actually forgot about his almost kind of parry immunity. He shrugs off the parries, but he's technically not parry immune. But yeah, Crossbones, he's one of the most difficult people. Well, he's really annoying to fight. However, him in 6.1.5 is absolutely crazy, and I absolutely hated fighting him. My friend struggled on the Sentinel, I struggled on the Crossbones, as did most people. But yeah, I was just taking too much degen damage. It was not working out, not in the old fight, but in this fight, I was like, oh crap, I don't know if I'll get out of this one. Now I'm degenning again. Thankfully, I got the intercept right there. I dexed the last part, and here I started to actually play normally, like most characters. I did not play his proper way, but yeah, I threw the SB2 right here. I was just trying to get off as much damage as possible, not take any more degen damage. But yeah, here I was about to die. He wasn't using his special. He just kept holding block. And yeah, the fact that he was holding block almost non-stop was the reason I lost. But yeah, now we are going to head into some event quests. I checked on the uncollected event quest. It was a little bit too hard, so we are going to be going straight to the Master Last Quest event. And we could have probably handled the uncollected. I just didn't want to take that risk, especially considering we didn't have that much energy. Yeah, but I don't really know what that has to do with anything now that I think about it. Alright, but we're going to be going up against Luke Cage at first. Luke Cage, very simple, can be a little bit annoying with the indestructible, but yeah, he's still relatively simple, no ranged attacks or anything like that, no need to dex anything. But yeah, so we start off the fight, and Cap Infinity War does have a very basic playstyle. If you don't have any synergy specifically for him, whenever you parry, you just put a weakness buff on them, which basically makes his, which reduces their damage, and with his crazy block proficiency, he takes barely any damage at all. See, that was another perfect block right there, not a single, another perfect block. But yeah, I go for the heavy intercept, I get it, and then I go for the SP2 right there, and yeah, he's still at 8%. I get the heavy intercept right here, and yeah, it crits again. And yeah, Luke Cage is down. And when you have the Fury buff with the heavy, it's not technically guaranteed crits, but the chance for crits are very high. Now we do have Red Guardian here, and this is going to be the last fight that we do. But yeah, I start off the fight like normal. And I'm not sure if there's an amount of time that you need to charge the Fury for or charge the Heavy for in order to get the Fury. But yeah, Captain Infinity Wars, he's fun. I'd really like him as a 5-star. I'd take him up immediately. But if I pull him as a 5-star relatively soon, I will be very pissed because I just took this guy up. And I'd be like, oh, I could have taken Void. But yeah, I throw the SP2 right there. I get 8,000. And there I accidentally almost totally slip up. But yeah, even if it didn't work, it would not ruin the whole fight. But yeah, tell me your thoughts on Captain America Infinity War. Do you have him as a 4-star or higher? What rank is he? Do you enjoy him? What sig is he? And this guy, he doesn't need well, it's really nice to have the Awakened ability and sig really high, and you need the sig really high. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe and like button. If you want to learn more about my MCOC account and channel, make sure to go over and follow the Instagram. Make sure to comment new videos you want to see. I'm always looking for new ones. And yeah, tell me if you have any thoughts about Cap Infinity War, if you're a better expert than I am. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.